Have you ever wondered who will be by your side when you grow old? There's a truth that not everyone wants to face. Life can be harsh, especially as you age. We grow up believing that family will always be our strongest support. But at some point, you'll face an uncomfortable reality. Children have their own lives, busy with their families and careers. Parents may no longer be around, or if they are, they might need your care instead. Even close friends gradually drift apart as everyone faces their own challenges. And one day, you might wake up to realize you're facing life alone. This fear isn't far-fetched. It has happened, is happening, and will happen to many people. So if you think relying solely on family is enough for a happy retirement, you might want to think again. No one has the obligation to carry your life's burden except yourself. But don't worry, because you can start preparing right now. There are 5 important pillars that, if built and maintained early, will help you stay strong through life's storms. And these aren't just theories. They are real truths, practical experiences that everyone needs to know to avoid feeling helpless in old age. Have you thought about this before? If you've ever worried about it, leave a comment and share your thoughts. Now, let's explore each crucial pillar to ensure that at any age, you can maintain a stable and happy life. Let's begin. Pillar 1, Health, your protective fortress. Are you sure that you're still in good health? If you're not convinced, try answering these questions. Can you climb 3 flights of stairs without getting out of breath? Do you wake up in the morning feeling refreshed without body aches? Can you walk continuously for 30 minutes without feeling tired? If the answer is no to any of these questions, then it's time to seriously review your health. Health isn't something you can take lightly, especially as you age. When you're young, you can eat whatever you want, stay up late constantly, neglect exercise, and still feel healthy. But at some point, your body will speak up, and then you'll have to pay the price. Just one episode of back pain can prevent you from sitting for long periods. A single fall could take months to recover from. Poor eating habits from your youth can turn into diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease. And what's the scariest part? You lose your independence. When your health deteriorates, you lose control of your life and become dependent on others. And nobody wants to spend their final years waiting for help from others to do the simplest tasks. But here's the good news. You can still make changes, starting right now. 3 things you need to do now to protect your health. 1. Daily exercise, no exceptions. You don't need to become an athlete, but you need to move. Walk 30 minutes every day. It doesn't need to be fast, just consistent. Stretch, do yoga, or swim to keep your body flexible. If you sit a lot, stand up every 30 minutes. Don't let your body freeze. If you think exercise is difficult, think about spending months bedridden because you can't move. Which would you choose? 2. Smart eating, because your body can't start over. What you eat today will determine your health in the next 5 to 10 years. Limit processed foods, fried foods, and carbonated soft drinks. Increase vegetables, fruits, clean protein from fish, lean meat, nuts, and beans. Drink enough water, not soft drinks, not too much coffee, but pure water. You don't need extreme dieting, but eat responsibly for yourself. 3. Get enough sleep. Don't trade health for late nights. Sleep isn't a waste of time, it's when your body regenerates and recovers. Quality sleep helps you stay alert and reduces the risk of stroke and heart disease. Put down your phone at least 30 minutes before bedtime for deeper sleep. Create a habit of sleeping on time. Don't oversleep in the morning. You can miss a movie, but don't miss your sleep. No one can protect your health except yourself. If you don't start now, in 5 years you'll wish you had started sooner. So in your opinion, which is the most important factor in maintaining health? Keycap 1 exercise. Keycap 2 healthy eating. Keycap 3 getting enough sleep. Comment with your chosen number and share this video with friends and family, because health is the most precious thing and everyone needs to know this. Pillar 2. Finance, your shield against worries. Imagine you're 65, no longer working, but bills still arrive regularly every month. Electricity, water, food, not to mention a large sum for healthcare. Are you sure you're ready to face that? If there's one thing that scares people most about aging, it's running out of money. When you no longer have income, but living expenses don't stop. Medical bills and medications can wipe out your life savings that took a lifetime to build. Without a clear financial plan, you might end up completely dependent on your children or others. Do you want to find yourself struggling with money when you retire? If your answer is no, then you need to take action now. 3 steps to ensure financial security in old age. 1. Save and invest wisely. Don't let your money sit idle. Having savings is good, but savings alone is not enough. If you just keep money in the bank without investing, inflation can gradually decrease its value over time. So what's the solution? Find ways to make your money work. Invest in real estate, as land values rarely decrease over time. Buy stocks, retirement funds, or bonds. Choose options that match your risk tolerance. Start a small business or invest in passive income sources to maintain cash flow even when you're no longer working. You don't need to be a financial expert, but you need to learn how to make your money work for you. 2. Clear debts as soon as possible. Don't let old age drown in financial pressure. Imagine being 65 and still having to pay monthly debt. Isn't that scary? If you enter retirement while still carrying debt, it means you'll have to cut expenses to pay off debt instead of enjoying your golden years. Continue working even when you no longer have the health for it. Live under constant pressure without true financial freedom. Don't let this happen. If you have debt, make a plan to pay it off as soon as possible. Avoid unnecessary debt, especially consumer loans and high-interest loans. If possible, Clear all debt before age 55 to enter your senior years with peace of mind. Life is unpredictable, but you can take control of your finances starting right now. 3. Prepare a contingency plan, because no one knows what tomorrow brings. As we age, health risks increase, and medical costs are not cheap. A surgery can cost tens of thousands of dollars. A chronic illness can consume a large portion of your monthly income just for medications. Without a contingency plan, you might have to sell your assets, or worse, rely on your children to manage. So what's the best way to prepare? Health insurance. If you don't have it yet, find a suitable insurance plan now. Don't wait until you're sick to think about insurance. Emergency fund. Save at least 6 to 12 months of living expenses in an easily accessible account. Retirement planning. Don't wait until retirement to think about income. Have a passive income source so you don't depend on anyone. You don't need to be wealthy, but you must be prepared. Instead of worrying, take action today. Look at your finances right now. Are you on the right track? Do you have an investment plan, or is your money just sitting in the bank? Do you have any debt without a clear repayment plan? Do you have an emergency fund and health insurance, or haven't prepared anything yet? If there's even one issue you haven't addressed, start today. What do you think is the biggest barrier preventing people from securing their finances for old age? Lack of knowledge? Fear of investing? Or simply procrastination? Share your thoughts, and if you find this helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Send this article to your family and friends, because everyone needs a solid financial plan for a worry-free retirement. Pillar 3. Purpose. The drive that keeps you moving forward. Have you ever heard of people who were busy their whole lives, but felt empty after retirement? I once met such a man. He worked hard his entire life to support his family and ensure his children's education. But when retirement came, with no work and no responsibilities, he sat quietly in a corner and said, "I don't know what I exist for anymore." This isn't a rare story. Many people pass the age of 60 feeling lost. Work used to keep you busy every day, but now it's gone. Children were once the center of your life, but now they have their own families and little time for you. Each day passes the same way, with nothing to really look forward to. This is why many people fall into depression after retirement. Not because they're getting older, but because they no longer see their own value. But the truth is, purpose doesn't disappear. You just need to actively find it again. 3 ways to find meaning in life after 60. 1. Learn a new skill, because your brain needs challenges. Just imagine, if you learn to play an instrument, you can enjoy your favorite melodies every day. If you learn to cook, you can create new dishes and make your family happy. If you write a book, your life story could inspire many people. If you start a YouTube channel, you can share your life experiences with thousands, even millions of people. You don't need to be good right from the start. What matters is that you allow yourself to explore new things. So, If in 5 years you could master a skill that you think is impossible to learn today, would you like to try? 2. Help others, because true joy comes from giving. Did you know that the world's longest living people share one common trait? They never stop connecting with and helping others. You may no longer have your old job, but that doesn't mean you've lost your value. Volunteer, visit a charity center, help children and elderly who are alone. Become a mentor, guide younger generations in your area of expertise. Share your story. You might not realize it, but your life contains valuable lessons that young people need to hear. When you help someone overcome their challenges, you'll feel your own worth, and that can be the strongest motivation to keep going each day. 3. Explore the world, because you deserve to enjoy life. Many people think that traveling is only for the young. But the truth is, this is the perfect time for you to explore the world. You no longer have work pressure. You can travel anytime, without waiting for holidays. You have time to truly feel and enjoy, instead of just checking in like young people. An exploration doesn't mean you have to go abroad or travel far. Sometimes a short trip to a place you've never visited, a morning at a new cafe, or simply walking on a different street can bring fresh experiences. You don't need to go far, just go. Don't let life pass by meaninglessly. Create your own purpose. You don't need to do anything extraordinary. You just need to find a reason to wake up excited each day. It could be a new hobby. It could be a new community you join. It could be something that makes you feel valuable. Life doesn't end at 60, it just enters a new chapter. And you are the one who decides whether that chapter will be interesting or dull. Here's a question for you. If nothing was holding you back, what would you want to try right now? A new skill you've always wanted to learn? A place you've always wanted to visit? Something you've always wanted to do but never had the chance? Share in the comments what experience you want to try the most, and if you find this article helpful, send it to your friends and family, because everyone deserves a meaningful life, regardless of age. Pillar 4. Strong mindset, the key to overcoming all challenges. Have you noticed that faced with the same challenge, some people fall while others rise stronger? I once knew a man who spent his entire life building his career and caring for his family. But when he turned 65, he gradually lost what mattered most. His health declined, old friends passed away, children became busy with their own lives. One day, sitting on his porch, he said, "I feel like my life has no meaning anymore." But there was another man, same age, same circumstances. Instead of sinking into negativity, he learned to adapt. He joined a painting class that he had loved when he was young. He exercised daily, even if it was just walking slowly in the park. He connected with like-minded people, sharing experiences and inspiring others. The result? He not only lived longer but lived happier. So where does the difference lie? Not in circumstances, but in mindset. Life isn't always easy, especially in old age. Your body isn't what it used to be. Aches and illnesses can visit at any time. Loved ones gradually drift away, parents pass away, children are busy, friends become fewer. Everything around changes too fast. Technology, society, even the way people communicate isn't the same anymore. But do you know what's most important? It's not the challenges you face, but how you face them. How to build a strong mindset. 1. Accept reality. Learn to adapt instead of fear. Age is something no one can escape, but you can choose how you face it. You can either complain about not being young anymore, or accept that each stage of life has its own beauty. Worry about what you can no longer do, or enjoy things you never had time to experience before. Remember, you can't control time, but you can control how you live each moment. If you're always looking back with regret, you can't enjoy the present. But if you learn to appreciate what you have, you'll find life is always worth living. 2. Never stop learning. Keep your brain flexible. Did you know that your brain is like a muscle? If you don't exercise it, it will weaken. Read daily. Just 10 to 15 minutes is enough to keep your brain active. Learn something new. It doesn't matter what, as long as you keep challenging your mind. Try different things. Visit a new cafe. Change your walking route. Try a new exercise. All these small things help you break out of routine and keep your mind sharp. You don't need to become a genius, but you need to maintain your curiosity and desire to learn. 3. Stay optimistic. Find joy in small things. Here's a simple but important truth. The quality of your life doesn't depend on circumstances, but on how you view them. Think about two men of the same age, in the same situation. One always complains, "Old age is terrible, I can't do anything anymore." The other says, "I finally have time to do what I love." Are their circumstances different? No. They just differ in how they view life. You can focus on what you can no longer do, or be grateful for what you still have. Live in regret about the past, or learn to cherish each present day. No one can avoid difficulties, but an optimistic mindset will help you overcome everything. Control how you react to life. You can't control everything: age, health, losses. But you can control how you react to them. When your body weakens, you can give up, or you can take better care of yourself. When life changes, you can stubbornly resist, or you can learn to adapt and enjoy new things. I have a question for you. Have you ever met someone who inspired you with their strong mindset? What did they do to overcome difficulties? What about them do you admire? Would you like to become someone like that? Please comment about the person who inspired you, and if you know someone who needs motivation to live more positively, share this article with them today. Because sometimes, a new mindset can change your entire life. Pillar 5. Community. The people you need by your side. Did you know that loneliness can be more dangerous than illness? I once met an elderly man who had a successful career and strong finances, but when he turned 70, he realized something: he had no one to share his life with. His wife had passed away, his children were busy with their own lives, and close friends had gradually drifted away. He had everything materially, but each day felt long and empty. He once told me, "I never thought loneliness could be this frightening. I'd rather lose money than live without anyone by my side." And the scariest thing is, many people don't realize they're gradually falling into this situation. Your network of friends keeps shrinking. Children no longer have much time for you. You rarely meet new people or build new connections. If you don't actively build and maintain relationships, you will fall into isolation without even realizing it. But the good news is, you can change that starting today. How to maintain and build relationships. 1. Stay in touch with important people. Don't let distance create estrangement. Can you remember the last time you called an old friend? We often let time slip away, thinking that worthwhile relationships will maintain themselves. But the truth is, if you're not proactive, the distance will only grow larger. You can call or message friends and family at least once a week. Meet in person instead of just interacting through social media. Send wishes on special occasions, because sometimes even a simple message can help maintain connections. A relationship doesn't exist on its own. It needs initiative from both sides, and you can be the one to start first. 2. Building new communities. It's never too late to make friends. I once met a woman who was 65 when she decided to join a dance class. At first, she was afraid she was too old to start, but then she realized no one cared about her age. Everyone was there for joy and connection. And after just 3 months, she had a new group of friends, people who shared her interests and daily joys. You can do the same. Join groups with shared interests. Book clubs if you love learning new things. Gentle exercise groups, yoga, walking, cycling help you stay healthy while making friends. Charity groups, when you help others, you not only do good but also meet like-minded people. New relationships don't happen by themselves. You need to step out and seek them. 3. Remove toxic relationships, because you deserve better friends. Not all relationships are worth keeping. Some people are always negative, constantly complaining about life but unwilling to change. Judgmental, making you feel not good enough. Using you, only reaching out when they need help but never there when you need them. If a relationship makes you feel tired and drained instead of happy, perhaps it's time to consider letting go. Spend your time and energy on people who truly deserve it, those who make you feel heard, respected, and inspired. Good communities help you live better. You may have money and good health, but without meaningful relationships, life can become empty and meaningless. A good community helps you have someone to share joys and sorrows. Have emotional support during difficult times. Feel like you belong somewhere, not isolated. A happy life isn't about how many friends you have, but about how many people truly understand and walk with you. Have you ever felt lonely even when surrounded by people? If so, share your experience. You might find others who relate to you. If you have good relationships, share this article with them to appreciate these precious connections together. Because after all, happiness isn't something you have alone, but something you share with others. How will you choose to live after 60? You've learned about the 5 key pillars for a stable and meaningful life after 60. Health, because without health, you'll lose your personal freedom. Finance, because without good financial planning, old age can become a burden instead of a time to enjoy. Purpose, because if you have nothing to look forward to each day, life gradually becomes meaningless. Strong mindset, because how you react to life's changes determines everything. Community, because you can't be happy without companions by your side. But there's one truth that no one can change for you. No one can exercise to keep you healthy. No one can save money for you to ensure a secure retirement. No one can give you a purpose if you don't actively seek it. No one can change your mindset if you don't want to change. No one can build relationships for you if you don't actively connect. All of these things are in your hands. You decide whether you'll live a meaningful life or simply exist day to day. I once knew a man. When he retired, he felt empty. No work, no reason to wake up each morning, no one to talk to. But instead of letting life pass by like a boring loop, he decided to change bit by bit. He started by walking every morning, then joined a book club. He learned about investing to better manage his personal finances. He tried new hobbies that he never had time for before. 2 years later, he said, "If only I had known these things earlier, I wouldn't have wasted that time feeling discouraged." You might be wondering now, can I do it too? The answer is yes. But only if you start today. Take a moment to ask yourself, where is your health at? Are you truly taking care of your body properly? If not, what will you do to change? Is your financial situation stable? Do you have a financial plan for old age? If not, where will you start? How do you feel when you wake up each day? Are you excited about the new day? If not, what could help you find joy again? Do you have a strong mindset to face life's changes? If not, how will you develop it? Do you have a supportive community around you? If not, what can you do to build meaningful connections? Stop and think seriously about these questions. If you're ready to change, choose one small thing to start with today. And if you know someone who's also struggling to find their way in life, share this article with them. Because sometimes, even a small change can make a completely different life. Age 60 isn't the end, it's the beginning of a new chapter. And you are the one who decides how wonderful that chapter will be.